Hello, everyone. This is Bruce from Simpler Trading. A few weeks before the end of the year, I set up a very creative trade trying to target. I do it every year. I try to target a point in one of the indexes for a year-end trade. And this year was no exception. We did it. I walked everyone through this as we went along. I was trying to do a very low risk trade with a big payout. And the trade worked very well. If you were with us, that's awesome. High five. It was a great trade. If you did not see the videos that I've done outlining this trade, there's a link down below in the description. Otherwise, here's a recap of how the trade ended up playing out. Anyway, so this was Friday. Here's the trade. I want to show you guys how that turned out because some people may have taken that or taken some kind of variation of that. But basically, what we did, this is kind of cool. This is good for future reference too. So there's 4,800 and there's 4,900, and basically the whole trade was right here, or actually right here. This one, that's our 4,800, that's our 4,900. So what happened is that we had a little bit of a gap right here between the two, and as we were running into, this was Tuesday, and as we were running into, you know, there's 4,800. It was a Tuesday, last Tuesday, and I was thinking, man, we're already there. We're already past the short strike, so this thing could keep going. And what I did not want to do is to get kind of, I didn't want to end up. I really did think we were probably going to end up over here somewhere, but um, these round numbers tend to be huge magnets. So I said, if we get here, we could get pulled up here, but it's more likely that we kind of hit and fail and come back down into here. But I wanted to protect that. So we put a little bitty butterfly in there for 35 cents to prop it up because the expected move, that was a 48.45. The expected move put us to 48.45. Um, I believe it was on Tuesday. So that made sense. We added it on there. It was only 350 bucks, but it's good to protect yourself like that, right? So what ended up happening is we get all the way up here to 4,800 on Thursday, right here. And we're sitting at 4808, and this is Thursday, and we're looking at this, and I was like, we're already there. So basically, what has to happen if we're at 4,800 and you have a 4,800 butterfly, you have to sit at the center for a day and a half, right? And I really thought we'd come into Friday and go higher. And of course, we kind of flopped and chopped, I guess, for lack of a better word. And then we had that big flush at the end of the year. So we did end up going ahead and taking the win on Thursday. And we ended up making it varied, from all entry prices and all that kind of stuff. But it was about $5,400, something like that. It was over $5,000. And we had about $1,000 of total actual risk in the trade. So that turned out to be a really good trade. Pretty happy with that. High five to everybody in bias. I saw a lot of people got a lot more than that because they did more size. Um, we only did on this trade. Oops, sorry. On this trade, we only did for the main part of where the money was actually made. We had, let me look back here. These are two different screenshots at different times. This one was, well, this was the day of the win here on Thursday. And get it. This one was a couple days before. But check this out. This is not a big trade. We had 3 contracts of 4,800 and we had 3 contracts of 4,900. So again, it was not a lot of money in that trade, but I wanted to show that because one, it's a good kind of creative way to do a trade. It makes a lot more sense to do. I do those kind of combined trades and build trades and all that kind of stuff. I do them all the time. But when you get to the end of the year or around a point of a big economic critical point, like a Fed meeting or like, and I'm trying to figure out, you could do payrolls, you could do CPI, presidential election, that kind of stuff. If you can target an area you want to do that for, you can create a lot of width. And as you saw in that screenshot, let me pull back up here because I don't remember exactly how much it was. So we had from 47, 60, 48, 60, 49. So we had 200 points of width that was our playing ground. That was our ball field, right? So anyway, and not a lot of risk, not a lot of ultimate risk on that trade. So anyway, pretty cool how it worked, and it worked out pretty well. So again, high five on everybody that got that, and we will continue to try to do more of those. And you can do them with anything. You can do it, Amazon, Apple. We actually did one in Amazon last year as a run into earnings. We ended up, I think we did a couple of butterflies, and then we sold some put credit spreads to kind of pay for it, and it ended up being a really, really nice trade. But anyway, so I guess the point is to kind of think dimensional on your trades, if that makes sense. I know the common theme for most traders, especially when you're starting out or whatever, is to put it on, put something on, take it off. And I do absolutely agree that is that's the foundation. But also, if you have a good trade and the setup is working, you can add to it. If you think it's going to continue, going in your favor, you can add to it, extend the width of the trade, that kind of thing. So that's all I'm trying to do. And I do that by the Greeks, managing by the Greeks. I hope you had a fantastic 2021. Your trading is going awesome and you're gearing up for a fantastic 2022. I really hope you were able to get that trade that I set up and outlined going into the end of the year. That turned out to be a fantastic trade. But if you missed it, don't worry. We'll keep them coming. The hits will keep coming here. You can join me in my bias trade service. You get real-time alerts. You can trade with me in real time. We do breakout sessions to go over the entries and exits of each trade. It's a great place to learn how to trade and get good trade ideas and things like that. So definitely join us. Also on this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Of course, click the bell icon so you'll get the latest videos that I put out. So if you missed the last trade, you won't miss the next one. So click the bell icon there and try to join us at Simpler and join me in the bias room. And thanks again for watching, and I will see you at the next video. Thanks. Take care.
Without Simpler Trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency. It's one of the things that won me